Hello again and welcome to Tips with Andrew. I am Andrew Sapiano. Thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful Thursday evening. I hope you guys are having an awesome week so far. Hope you're ready for the weekend. Time to rock out. I know I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. Let's dive right into today's tips. Today, actually, I wanted to keep sort of with yesterday we did a little bit of pain management. The weekend's coming. So what I wanted to do a little bit as sort of a bridge in between there is some tips with help with overeating. Overeating is a problem. Roughly 1 in every 2 Americans face obesity. So overeating, eating the wrong types of food, all that stuff is a huge problem. And so that's where I come here to help, and hopefully I can provide some tips. I've got some tips that help me, and hopefully they can help you a little bit too. Let's dive right in. So when you, just a little bit to touch on yesterday, when you have some pain, and you, and when you're overeating or you're not eating the correct stuff, your body is not able to do what it's supposed to do. So therefore, that's when you do get some nasty inflammation, some pain that or some discomfort that is intolerable, and an overall uncomfortable feeling. That's what I find when you're stuffed and you don't want to do anything. I find that just as a super uncomfortable feeling. So some tips for that help me that I want to give to you. Tip number 1 is to drink a full glass of water. You want to aim for 8 ounces, but basically just grab a big glass of water, chug that down right before you start eating your meal. And what that'll do is that actually helps keep you, it helps to fill you up before you start eating, and that way you automatically feel full right away, so you don't want to go and start piling on lots of food onto your plate, because it won't look satisfying. You're already a little bit full from your water, and that's perfect. That's what you want to do. You want to fill up on water, you want to fill up on fruits and vegetables before you fill up on the meat and the carbs and all that different stuff. So definitely do that. That's definitely a great tip that really helped me. You can add essential oils into your water. Definitely citrus oils help with the digestive tract. They also help with make the drink taste good. Actually, it tastes very, very good. I like citrus oils, adding it to my drink. I know Tina and I, we love doing the lime with the ice water. That's just, it's amazing. So drink a glass before you start eating. That will help you feel full faster. Tip number 2 is to get a smaller plate. If at all possible, try and grab the smallest plate that you can. What that'll do right away is will force you to put less on your plate. Everybody's mother talked about when they were young, you can't leave the plate until you can't leave the table until your plate is done, empty. There's nothing on your plate anymore. And that's really something that's been ingrained in most people throughout their lives. So one thing that you think about doing more than anything when you're sitting down to eat is cleaning off your plate, no leftovers, things like that. So if you get a smaller plate, that will right away help you to consume less. You're going to put less on your plate because you have a smaller plate. You're not going to pile it on top of each other. You're automatically gonna be presented with less. So therefore, you're going to consume less. It's an automatic thing. Smaller plates, that will definitely help you. Number 3 is to eat your veggies first. Definitely fill up on fruits and vegetables, like I said earlier. That will have you feeling full quicker, and that's also what your body needs to fill up on. Your body needs fruits and vegetables, water. I believe somewhere I read something like 14 servings of fruits and vegetables is what you're supposed to be eating on a daily basis. That is out of this world, ridiculously nuts, and I don't know anybody that does that, nor do I think that I would be able to do that. I don't understand how you're doing much else throughout the day if you're eating 14 servings of fruits and vegetables. That's crazy. But what you want to do is you want to take that into consideration. So when you're filling up your plate, definitely make sure to fill up your plate with fruits and vegetables, but then also eat that first. what happens that way is you're getting full faster off of fruits and vegetables, probably just vegetables at dinner, not so much fruits, but you're getting full off the vegetables. Tina told me that a serving of broccoli has the same amount of protein as a serving of steak. So that's huge right there. You can get full off a serving of broccoli as much as you could get full off a serving of steak, and your body will do more with the broccoli and the vegetables than it would be able to do with the steak and the meat. Not that your body doesn't need meat to be able to function, but you don't need as much meat as you think you do. You want to get full off the veggies and the water, and then move on to the carbs and the meat after that. And then again, you want to limit your portions. So once you feel full, so this actually leads me right into my next tip. Once you start feeling full, stop eating right away. When you start to get that feeling, you know that feeling when you're like, oh my God, I'm getting full. Not to the point where you're like, oh my God, I'm so full, I need to unbutton my pants and take a few buttons off my shirt here and just let myself hang. Before you get to that point, you want to stop and you want to allow your body to digest the food, do what it needs to do with the food, as opposed to just keep packing in more food into your body, and then that way you're just left with an upset stomach and a very discomforting feeling, and all you want to do is just lay on the couch after that. So definitely, once you're almost full, stop, and then give yourself a chance to digest, and give yourself a chance to breathe, if nothing else, and allow yourself to tell yourself if you need to eat more. Because if you're still hungry, definitely go back and eat more. But maybe you're just eating because it's there, because it looks good, because of whatever, any reason it could be. But if you stop and you give yourself a second to think, to breathe, you may find that you're not hungry anymore and you just want to stop. Leads me right into my next... Oh, no, it doesn't lead me right into my next tip. But the next tip is to don't be distracted while eating. So TV, cell phone, all that stuff you want to turn off. You want to take away all the distractions. You want to stop talking, if at all possible, and just focus on eating. But when you're in, a dinner setting with whatever, family, friends, probably not so much at this current moment, but you don't want it's tough to not be present in conversation. You don't want to be that guy or that girl that's just sitting there scarfing their face down instead of eating and being present in conversation, just because you're being mindful of eating. You don't want to distract yourself. But definitely sit at a table, a kitchen table. Don't sit on the couch. Don't sit in the family room right in front of the TV, because that's when you're distracted when you're eating. You're not being mindful of how much food you're putting into your body. You're just being mindful about eating. So you will eventually feel full and not even realize it because you're distracted. So what you want to do is just focus on your food, not get rid of all the distractions, and that way when you're full, you can sense the signals that you're full, and you stop yourself from eating. And that leads me right into my next point. Remove your plate / yourself from the table when you're done eating. So right away, I know that for me, I have a tendency to just keep putting food on my plate if it's there. I know that Tina has a little bit of that issue too. It's just, if your plate's there and it's empty and there's food still on the table, you just put a little bit, a spoonful here and a spoonful there, and all of a sudden you're ended up with 2 extra plates. Take your plate away from the table, and then that way you don't have anything in front of you that will cause you to want to start eating again, because you're definitely not going to be that person that takes a fork and starts eating out of, or a spoon and starts eating out of the soup bowl, or the salad bowl. Or definitely, I don't think you are. I will give you the benefit of the doubt in saying you're not that person. So take your plate away from the food / yourself. If you need to remove yourself from the table because you don't trust yourself, or because the food is just that damn good and you don't want to stop eating, it happens. You need to remove yourself from the situation, and that way you're not forcing yourself to overeat. You're not giving yourself that bloated, uncomfortable, disgusting feeling. And you're actually allowing your body to do with the food and nutrients that it needs to do. And my last tip, more than anything, what helped me, what I love and I never will not use as essential oils. You heard me mention before some citrus oils in your water. I love essential oils for every situation that arises in life. One of the best oils for sort of weight loss, metabolism, digestive issues, any sort of stuff like that is ginger. Ginger, a drop of this underneath your tongue will pass through the digestive tract and right into your, is that right? Digestive tract? Right into your, right into to your intestines to allow your body to digest the food properly. Yes, I got a confirmation. To digest the food properly. This one is really cool because unlike the ginger root, it doesn't actually have an overwhelmingly powerful ginger smell to it. For me, personally, I don't much like ginger root, but this ginger oil I will take all day, every day. I like how it's not so overpowering, and you can put it in your water, or even in your smoothie or whatever, and definitely it won't overpower anything, and it'll give you actually a nice hint and doing all the beneficial things that you need it to do. Another one is grapefruit. Grapefruit is one of my favorites to add into anything. I love the taste of it. And a lot of people that, it's funny that a lot of people that I talk to that don't actually like grapefruit or the peel of grapefruit or stuff like that, they love the grapefruit oil because it's not so overpowering like the peel, like the fruit itself, sort of that, soury citrus taste and smell to it. This one is perfect. I love this one. I add this one into anything, and it's a citrus oil, so it's great for cleansing, detoxifying, any sort of digestive issues, any sort of internal stuff that's going on. This one is definitely going to help with that one. And then another favorite, more than anything, is cinnamon. Cinnamon is great for boosting the metabolism. It's also great for immune support. So it will boost your immune system as well as your metabolism. It's kind of like an all-in-one oil, and it's actually a very spicy oil. So it is a spicy meatball. I like actually adding that into my coffee more than anything. It actually makes me taste. It makes me feel like I'm at Starbucks. I get a nice little frappuccino, if you will. It's called something else, but you know what I mean. And then add a little bit of cinnamon in there, and it makes it feel like, not only does it make it taste great, but it makes it smell like Christmas and the festive season, and that's great for this time of year. That's all I got for you for today. Those are my tips to help with overeating. Drink a full glass of water before you start eating, at least 8 ounces, but definitely just grab a big glass of water and chug it down. Don't chug it, actually. Just nicely sip it. Choose smaller plates. Eat your veggies first. Stop eating when you're almost full. Give yourself a chance to digest your food. Don't be distracted while eating. Turn off the TV, cell phone, stuff like that. And then remove your plate when you're done eating, and then essential oils to help with any sort of digestive issues that you're having, any sort of cleansing, detoxifying that you want to do. Definitely essential oils for that. Thank you so much for joining me. That's all I have for you for today. I hope you guys got some value out of this. I know I had some fun making it. If you'd like to learn, feel free to share this story with your friends or a family member, perhaps somebody from your team that you feel needs to hear this. If you'd like to learn more about essential oils or how to get your hands on some of this cool stuff that I'm talking about, definitely drop me a message, send me a comment, reach out to me, and we'll get you rocking and rolling. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to talking to you guys again. Bye for now.